All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. Yeah, let's do it. Of course, you guys know here at Altcoin Daily, we bring you daily videos on everything altcoin, everything cryptocurrency, and we're happy to do it. So subscribing to the channel, not a bad idea to stay connected. Let's get into it. Today there is one question that I want to figure out. Of course, I think you know what it is. It's what caused this sea of red to happen over the weekend. I mean, this crippled us. So Sunday, bloody Sunday, basically. Nothing really happened Friday. It really started late Saturday night, almost Sunday morning, basically Sunday morning, where about $10 to $15 billion left the market. And then later Sunday night, another $20 billion left the market. So there are questions that we need answered. Why did $40 billion leave the market? What caused this sea of red? Why did Bitcoin drop by $1,000 in a matter of a day or two? We need some clarity. We need some perspective. I have one question that I want answered, and that question is...
we have to figure out what's going on.
There's something going on, and it's bad.
There's a problem. There's something wrong. Something's going on. We've got to figure out what's going on.
Bomb. We have to find out what's going on.
I called the mayor. I said, what's going on?
What's going on?
What is going on, Mika?
President Obama, where he refuses even to use the term of what's going on.
I said, what's going on?
We have to find out what is going on.
What the hell is going on?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yes, that is the question that I want to answer. What the hell is going on? I mean, $40 billion leaving the market. So this is what I propose to happen in the next few minutes. I pulled a few things. Basically, what I want to do is take a look at the timeline of events that a lot of people are speculating are the causes of this. Of course, nobody knows 100% for sure what caused it, but there's some good speculation. So we're going to take you through what happened Sunday morning, what happened Sunday night, and kind of try and figure this all out together. And then at the very end, I'm going to give you my thoughts on how low Bitcoin can go and, you know, when will the bottom, of course, we're never going to know when the bottom of Bitcoin is going to be. We're not going to chase bottoms, but, you know, let's talk about how low we think Bitcoin can go. Because I don't know about you, but if Bitcoin, you know, gets a little bit lower, I plan to buy a little bit more. Anyways, let's go. So the first thing I want to talk about is what happened right here. What happened basically late Saturday night / early Sunday morning. And that is Coinrail exchange, that's a boutique exchange, was hacked. It lost possibly 40 million in cryptos. So, Coinrail, a cryptocurrency exchange based in South Korea, said on Sunday its platform has been hacked, with other sources suggesting it lost cryptocurrencies totaling as much as 40 million in the attack. According to its website, the exchange already suspended services after it suffered what it calls a cyber intrusion. How about that PR? Which resulted in a range of ERC20 based tokens stolen from the platform. Coinrail only provided the names of some of the tokens that were taken in the alleged breach, without disclosing the exact amounts at stake. These include the NPXS token from the PundiX project, ATC from Aston, and the NPER projects from NPER token. Not too familiar with those. If you guys know anything about that, please let us know in the comments. However, a blog post published by PundiX on Sunday suggested that the hackers may have stolen 1,927 Ether, 2.6 billion NPXS, 93 million ATX, and 831 million Dent coins. As well as significant amounts of 6 other tokens. I mean, obviously, it is a big deal. This is a boutique agency, but the assets in total were worth around 40 million at the time of the hack, and has since dropped to around 30 million at the press time. So they stole $40 million worth of crypto, but because of all the FUD they created, now they're only worth 30 million. Anyways, I think that probably would account for, you know, what happened, you know, in this range. But I'm still not satisfied on what happened down here. So let's go to the next article that I pulled. Bitcoin price, bloody Sunday, not caused by the Coinrail hack. So Crypto Coin News is basically saying, hey, what happened Sunday not caused by the Coinrail hack. So let's get into it. When the Bitcoin price fell more than $1,000 and the cryptocurrency market cap shed more than $40 billion on Bloody Sunday, many media commenters attributed the decline to a security breach at the small cryptocurrency exchange in South Korea. However, Maddie Greenspan, senior market analyst at eToro, says that claim is misguided. As CCN reported, the little-known Coinrail became the latest cryptocurrency exchange to fall prey to hackers, who are said to have made off with approximately $40 million worth of tokens. A fairly pedestrian figure relative to some of the hacks we've seen over the years. Later that day, the Bitcoin price began to careen downward, taking every other major cryptocurrency with it. This led some observers to draw the conclusion that the two events were linked. So many people thought this was linked to this. Writing in market commentary made available to CCN, Greenspan said that, quote, "There is absolutely no reason why this smash and grab job at a local boutique should have sent Bitcoin down to $1,000. While the Bitcoin price did experience a small decline in the immediate aftermath of the report that an exchange had been hacked, Greenspan noted that the bulk of the decline came more than 15 hours later, and that the scale of the pullback was entirely disproportionate to both the size and the hack, Coinrail's significance in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and Coinrail's significance. And it's very interesting. I mean, so if we can get behind that Coinrail caused this, I mean, what caused? I mean, this looks like market manipulation to me. So anyway, Greenspan, he argued that the decline was instead a technical correction, as most of it occurred immediately after the Bitcoin price broke beneath its long-term trend line and moved closer to two key support levels. Quote, "Though the Coinrail hack may have set us off track, I don't think that this will have significant ramifications in the long run." He said, "The industry has certainly seen much bigger hacks before, and other than a technical price level, this doesn't change much for the path of the industry over the next 5 years." Very interesting. So, I mean, I do agree that if we're looking 5 years in the future, this probably will have little effect, but he's saying that because Coinrail only caused this, he's saying what caused this was that just because Bitcoin broke beneath its trend line. I don't know. To me, that is not a real answer. I mean, that's not, I guess, maybe, but this is $20 billion in the crypto market. It wasn't just Bitcoin. I mean, this chart, I guess, is Bitcoin, but $20 billion in general was lost in the market. But like to lose this much so fast, this to me is market manipulation. And actually, where I want to go for my next take on what happened on Sunday is a man infamous in the community. We'll go to Twitter. You guys know our Twitter is @altcoindailyio, @altcoindailyio. Feel free to follow us. But now I want John McAfee's take on what happened. So let's read. "Do not panic about the drop in Bitcoin's price. It isn't..." You know what? Actually, wait. You know what would be better? All right. "Do not panic about the drop in Bitcoin's price. It is an overreaction to the news that Bitstamp, Coinbase, itBit, and Kraken are being investigated for price manipulation. This will delay the bull market by no more than 30 days. Don't buy into the fear. Buy into the coins." Hey, I like that. Could be our future president, you know? And by the way, if you guys wanted to listen to the rest of 10 hours of Hail to the Chief, but only the part everybody knows, feel free to subscribe to this guy's channel. Anyway, so this is interesting. Let's actually talk about this. John McAfee said that don't panic about the drop in Bitcoin's price. It's an overreaction to the news that Bitstamp, Coinbase, itBit, and Kraken are being investigated for price manipulation. The bull run will be back in 30 days. Don't buy into the fear. Buy the coins. Good quote. But did you guys hear about this? Bitstamp, Coinbase, itBit, Kraken, big exchanges, way bigger than Coinrail. These are, Coinbase, Kraken, these are huge exchanges. They're being investigated for price manipulation. Now, let's actually find out what that means. Let's get into it. And by the way, if at any point you guys value what I'm doing here in the video, feel free to give it a like. Helps us grow as a channel. We're a small channel, but I think we're growing fast. But But anyway, let's read about this. So this is what John McAfee is saying, what really like caused the rest of the drop. The CFTC, the U.S. Commodity and Futures Trading Commission, demands crypto exchange data in market investigation. So the CFTC is demanding those 4 exchanges, share their data with them because they're investigating something. The U.S. Commodities and Futures Trading Commission has reportedly subpoenaed 4 cryptocurrency exchanges in a bid to obtain their trading data as part of an investigation into market manipulation. According to the Wall Street Journal, reported on Friday, the financial market regulator is demanding comprehensive trading data from Bitstamp, Coinbase, itBit, and Kraken, which altogether serve as a base for the Bitcoin futures price listed by the CME Group. Citing sources familiar with the matter, the Wall Street Journal said that the subpoena was issued because the CFTC was, quote, upset that CME had not succeeded in negotiating with the exchanges for access to their trading data. The exchanges rejected the request initially, calling it intrusive. So hold on a second, let's break this down, because originally when I heard about this, and even the way McAfee tweeted it, kind of seems like Bitstamp, Coinbase, itBit, and Kraken are the ones who are under investigation. And then, me as an investor, I hear that Coinbase or I hear that Kraken is being under investigation. To me, that's saying, whoa, are we in for a bull market? I mean, this is going to cause a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of doubt in the market. But I actually think that this is a good thing, and that if this is the reason that the price got sent down more, I think it's people reading into the situation wrong. So let me give you my take real quick. So it's not the exchanges that they're investigating. They're subpoenaing the exchanges and getting access to their data, but it's the people on the exchanges that they want to take down. They're trying to identify the whales who are manipulating the prices based on trading activities and Bitcoin futures. As they said, they want to get the data so they can see when these big whales, when these people in power, when they traded, and then they want to cross-reference that with the Bitcoin futures and figure out, this price manipulation. And like I said, I think it's a good thing. This will help reduce market manipulation, which will help everything. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think, we always talk about this bull run that's going to happen. It's going to hit $1 trillion market cap or whatever. But we know a lot of people, a lot of, big whales, a lot of regular investors, they're not entering the market right now because, and they don't want to put any kind of significant money in because it's completely unregulated and it can be manipulated, real easily. So John McAfee thinks that this other, dip right here was because of this news. I actually think this was just pure market manipulation, and that a headline like this, although if you only read the headline, if you don't really understand too much about it, you could think, uh-oh, is this the end? I think this is actually going to be a good thing because, and I've always said this, we need some amount of regulation. We need some amount of oversight, at least if we want mass adoption. And of course, the key is to regulate, but not over-regulate, especially the CFTC, the United States, and they've said this, and I really think this is true. They need to adopt the same policy that they had when the internet was coming into popularity in the 90s. Do no harm. Regulate, but don't over-regulate. Very interesting. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, kind of take you through the timeline, give you everybody's thoughts on what happened. If this video provided you with value, please feel free to give it a like. And of course now, the big question is, how low is the market going to go? When should you buy? The last time the market took a big dip such as this, it really just got down to about $6,000. And that's actually, I bought it and I was pretty lucky. I don't I don't really chase bottoms. I'm really just like, cost average on the way down, but I was lucky. I actually took out a big stake or reinvested into Bitcoin when it, hit its most recent all-time low at about $6,000. And, as you can see now, we're just at $6,800. But I'm thinking I want to, take out a bigger position into Bitcoin. Now the question is, do I take it out now? Is let's zoom out to about a month. Let's go to the month chart right here. And you can see we've already seen a little bit of an uptick. So what is going to happen? Obviously, for the past several months, not everybody, but a lot of people have been saying, you know, don't even buy yet. Bitcoin's going to go down to $5,000. And honestly, the truth is nobody knows. I plan to, if Bitcoin can get below $6,500, that's not me personally. And again, this is not financial advice. You guys make your own decisions. I'm not an expert of any kind. But I plan, once it gets a little bit lower, to start cost averaging on the way down. And maybe it'll get to, maybe it won't, maybe it'll just keep going up. Maybe this is the last time we'll ever see Bitcoin at $6,800. Maybe it'll just go up from here, which is possible. And then I wouldn't be investing in Bitcoin again at this point. And that's a risk I'm willing to take because I do think it could get a little bit lower. But, you know, as investors, we need to look at the big picture. You know, if you're getting scared by what's happening week to week, you know, maybe you should take a vacation or something, because I'm looking long term, which in cryptocurrency is, for me, at least a year, you know, if not a couple years. I mean, I believe that mass adoption is going to happen and the market cap's going to get a whole lot bigger than this. So I'm hodling. But yeah, I think it's possible Bitcoin could get to about $5,000. Definitely. I mean, there are some support points that you know, are coming up, but we'll see. We will see. This isn't Bitcoin. This is the coin market cap. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you think Bitcoin, how low will Bitcoin go, or maybe you don't think it's going to go low. Are you guys still bullish on what's going to happen to the market by the end of the year? Me personally, yeah, I think the market is still going to hit at least $1 trillion by the end of the year. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys. See you tomorrow.